All right. What is up, Shiver and Fear fans? It is me, AJ Hard, and we are here celebrating Shiver and Fears. What is this? 14th Bookaversary. It's the 14th Bookaversary. That means Shiver and Fears has been around for 14 years. I'm here with some special guests. We have Jordan. Say hi, Jordan.
Yo, what's good?
We have Jeremiah,
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Jericho,
Hello, guys.
and Dom. Apparently,
Yeah.
Dom does not exist. Okay, so I guess we have a ghost amongst us. All right, so this is what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna actually listen to a Shiver and Fear book. But before we do, I gotta know how many of you guys have actually read a Shiver and Fears book.
Like asking us or like the
Yeah,
audience?
like I'm asking you guys.
Oh yeah, I've read one. It was pretty good.
I have not read one.
Okay.
If I recall correctly, I actually starred in a Shiver and Fears production.
That's true.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, Shiver and Fears has made a couple of live action videos, and Jericho has actually starred in one. So
I think my shoes were in it.
I watched Isaac fall down the stairs.
Oh yeah, true that.
Ah, yes, our famous co-star Isaac Graves.
Yeah,
Or
I
just
definitely
name drop
remember that. Well, so I mean, it happens. So some of us have read a Shiver and Fears book. I know Dom surely has. I know he's not talking right now, but I know Dom surely has. He was actually supposed to promote that book after reading it, but where it went to, I have no idea. So I don't even know if he finished it or not.
It's a shame.
His machinations lie undetected.
Although I will say I did ask for it, and he was like he denied not giving it back to me. So
He really liked it.
yeah, so I'm gonna assume that he liked it. All right, so the book that we are going to be talking about today is called Sibling Subtraction. Now, I gotta say, coming up with this title might not be as creative as I wanted it to be, but you know, we all have siblings, and we will admit that siblings do tend to drive us crazy, right?
So
Yeah.
I mean, I have a couple of siblings myself, and I mean, they do tend to annoy me, but you know, and sometimes, and I know for a fact that there are like tons of siblings out there who drive other people crazy. I mean, it happens in TV shows like repetitively. You know, some people like try to like sell their siblings or whatever. Like it's that crazy, bro. Like I can't tell you how many times I've seen a sibling type TV show, and it's like all this bickering and all this arguing, and then like at some moment in life, you know, they make up. I mean, Raven and Corey sell that kind of sibling rivalry to the core. If you guys know That's So Raven.
Yes, I think I do.
Yeah. So this book series, or this book itself, basically shows that. It basically shows that. So we're going to be listening to a couple of chapters of the book. So let me give y'all a heads up on what this whole thing is about. So this girl, Agatha, has a sibling. In fact, all her friends have an annoying little sibling. I think Agatha, the main character, she has twin siblings. So, and of course, younger siblings can be a bit annoying. No offense on you, Jericho, but they can be a little bit annoying, and like especially when they're like not just like a couple of years younger than you, but like let's say about 10 years or so. You know, 10, 8 years. So her friends come up with this idea of taking their siblings to a camping trip and just ditching them and just leaving them behind.
Oh wow, okay. That's a good step.
Yeah, I know it's a crazy idea. So yeah, so they plan on leaving them behind, but Agatha is just one of these people who. Well, Agatha is really the one who came up with the idea in the first place. So we're gonna start in the chapter where she leaves them behind, where this whole idea kind of emerges. So let's see. I think that was chapter 4. So let me find this book. Oh, and I also want to let people know who are watching that Shiver and Fears is giving away audiobooks. So those of you who are watching right now, be sure to leave a comment and we will send you an audiobook. We'll give you
free.
Yeah, it's totally free. Like it's provided by Audible. If you don't know what Audible is, then you should know that Audible is an audiobook website provided by Amazon, and they give out audiobooks, of course, and they give
Jeff
me a
Bezos.
chance to give away audiobooks for free. So yeah, if you ever comment on anything that we say or do, then chances are you will get a free audiobook. Just totally. So go ahead and leave those comments whenever you can. All right, so we're gonna start on chapter 4. So this is around the part where I think Agatha has come up with her plan and starts setting it up. Hold on, rewind that. That was chapter 4. Let's go to chapter 3.
What?
All right, so that was chapter 3. So that was actually before the whole plan had been set up. But I think I don't know if I was exaggerating this or if I actually heard it, but I think I heard somebody like sigh as if like they could relate in some kind of way. Am I right or am I wrong?
You are so right.
Do you want to elaborate on that?
No, let's wait till we get through the next chapter, and
Alright.
then we'll get there.
Okay, definitely. All right, so let's go to chapter 4. All right.
This morning, so Asia had asked if I could sit on a podcast for him. Yeah. So St. Louis. Okay.
All right, so that was chapter 4, and I gotta say that kind of gave me Kim Possible vibes.
But again, I think
Yeah, I feel that.
The account
Has to be on the part.
Jeremiah, did you have something to say earlier?
Yeah, when you said yes and stuff.
Oh, really?
Muted.
I can find back to AJ, see what he thinks.
Well, so
My
my thought.
I wasn't really. I was just gonna say like earlier, I can relate in terms of like, or it was more like people calling each other stuff they don't like,
Oh yeah.
and how that how that can happen a lot where like people like jokes can like go too far or like jokes are not jokes anymore.
Oh yeah.
I think that's just like people don't really read whether or not that's actually bothering somebody. They just kind of care about how.
Is this leaving or not?
Oh yeah, true that.
Wait to hear back. I think we're waiting.
Yeah,
on
I actually do throw that in stories sometimes just to show like, because I mean it does happen between friends a lot. Like
I mean, Erlanger.
I know for a fact there are some
Okay.
people who I will probably like
Yank that off.
call a certain name and like they might react a certain ways, and it's like it's that friend bond that's like we're not trying to be rude, but we are trying to tick you off just a little bit, but so yeah, I mean like it happens between friends like all the time. But one thing I was gonna say was that whole entire little sibling tagging along thing, it kind of gave me Kim Possible vibes. Like, do you know how many times a sibling will want to join you in something that you do?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure like some of us have even like been that sibling before.
Well,
I can't exactly remember.
I can't recall.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever like wanted to join my siblings in anything that they had to do, because most of the time they just wanted to go to the mall.
Yeah.
And I was not the kind of person to do that.
Fairs.
All right, so we're gonna skip chapter 5, and we're gonna skip chapter 5 and chapter 6 and go to chapter 7. So this should be around the part where, hold on, let me check real quick. Okay, so this should be the part where they've gone with the plan, and I believe they've gone with the plan, and Agatha has second thoughts. So let's check this out. Oh wow.
Oh,
So for those of you who don't know, Quiver is the nickname for a very timid little sibling. Because one thing that I learned about TV shows and stuff is like characters get their nicknames by their most common actions. So I gave Quiver his name because he was supposed to be like the timid brother. So this chapter is supposed to show a little bit of something's gone wrong. So anyone want to elaborate on the situation?
From the end, I heard that a bat is in the
Right.
this is in there now. Now everyone's freaking out.
maybe he's a bat whisperer.
Yeah. So yeah, and I thought that was a big twist. So like, tell me what's your response on someone bringing a bat into the house? I don't think I would freak out as much. What about you guys?
Well, it depends on its mood. It's probably like really scared. It's like really frantic.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never
If it's just
personally.
like hiding in the corner,
Yeah, it wouldn't really be that. It should.
Like
figure out how to get it out.
It's like a pretty like regular. I don't know.
I don't think it would hurt nobody realistically. I mean, it just like you said, it's frantic. I don't think it's gonna attack somebody. So I really wouldn't freak out probably, in my opinion, But
Right.
Nonchalant.
I would definitely be a little shocked, but like not freaked out.
Right.
Yeah.
It's funny. I never thought I've seen videos of like animals getting into houses, but I never thought they were like real. Like I never understood how an animal gets into your house. But like I don't know if any of you guys know this, but there was actually a bird, an actual real bird, in the church gym.
Mm.
I don't
Really?
know. Yeah, I don't know how it got in, but apparently it was in, and it was like trying to leave. It was like standing by the window, but it's like it couldn't leave. And it's like I didn't know how to get it out. And it's like it's freaking out because like the gym is full of people. So how in the world is it going to feel safe escaping?
Right.
But it stayed in for like 2 days. It literally stayed in for like 2 days.
2 days, no food.
Well, and you would think, that's the funny part. You would think that, but literally, like there was food, like scattered all over the gym that day because it was vacation Bible school, and like the kids had got done eating, and like they don't eat very clean, so basically, yeah, it had food to eat. But yeah, I was very curious on like whether or not like if it was hungry or not.
Right.
But the day that it left, there were tennis players in the church. They were minding their own business. The door was wide open. The bird had come to the floor and started making its way to the door. And I was like, my eyes were glued on it. And then I watched as the bird kind of looked at the door like, should I go out? And then the coach threw a shoe at it and it flew out the door.
It just needs a little push, as we all do.
Yeah, the calm flight response.
Like that was something I've never seen before, and like it was funny because like
Isn't there like a phrase for that? Like a shoe out the door?
I think so.
Probably. I have to think about it.
But it's like it would have been crazy if it was like a squirrel or something. Which I mean, squirrels are starting to get like a little bit more comfortable around people.
This is true.
All right, so we're going to listen to one more chapter. Once again, we're going to skip a few. We're going to skip a few, and we're going to listen to chapter 10. So now,
Skip like 3 chapters or 2.
yeah. Well, you know what? I think because like what we're on chapter. We just did chapter 6. I think chapter 7.
We did chapter 7.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did chapter
Yeah,
7, right? So
we can do 10. I'm just pulling stuff out.
Yeah. So I think chapter 10 might have a little bit of interest, but I don't want to confuse anybody. So we'll do chapter 8 and then chapter 10.
All right.
Any comments?
I would be stressed. Not gonna lie. It's a lot happening in one moment, especially with siblings.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one, Jeremiah. I mean, especially when you're hanging out with siblings or even babysitting, you got to have that like instinct to always be checking around and make sure everything's going good.
Yeah, and it's like for the whole situation, you know, it can be hard. It can be hard because like little siblings do not see you as authority. They don't want to see you as authority. But it's like sometimes you have to they have no choice but to look at you as authority. And that's not even coming from a person who's like older sibling. That's coming from someone who has babysat.
Right.
I see where you're coming from that one, especially with me being the youngest child. As much as me and my oldest sister butted heads. At the end of the point, she was always looking out for me and making sure I was all right.
So
Well said.
yeah, definitely. So back to the story. So what exactly what are your thoughts about Agatha herself? Like I mean like what are you understanding about Agatha right now?
I think no. I mean, she's kind of like the focus is on her right now. I guess from what I see, just from my perspective, I see it as she has these siblings she's taking care of, and as somebody like as an older sibling, she's like learning how to do that. Like it's like you said, they don't see her as like an authority, but ultimately she has to be that authority, whether or not they see it that way. So I see it as like we're watching her kind of develop throughout the story as it goes on, and like how she, like what her role is, and how she's supposed to, balance, be like being a sibling, but also like doing her own thing as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. I wanted Agatha to be like because like I wanted Agatha to be like the sibling who is constantly annoyed but still has that heart. Like nobody wants that mean sibling. Like I know for a fact, like I've actually read Goosebumps, and like there are like siblings who like torture their little siblings in those books, and it's like me with that heart of gold. I'm just like I really wish I could save them. I have to remind myself repeatedly that it's just a book,
Right.
but I seriously do want to stand up for people like that. So I gave Agatha like this set of mind of like, yes, your siblings are annoying, but you don't have the heart and skill to be hate. You don't have the heart and mind to be hateful. You know, like most people would totally ditch their siblings in a heartbeat, but I didn't want that for Agatha.
Right.
So with that said, who in the world would you agree with? Would you agree with Agatha or would you agree with her brothers Denim? Like who's right, who's wrong?
I mean, like with that question, it's always kind of like you can see it from both perspectives. Just like, but it's always like for me, I see it. Okay, well, I'm leaning more towards you know the older sibling, just because I am an older sibling, and like she's doing her best to help them out as well. But like you've also from their perspective, it's like okay, well, they're somewhat more free-minded compared to her. So ultimately, I would choose her side, but it can vary depending on how you see it.
So here's the thing about sibling subtraction. I was not really planning on Agatha having twin brothers.
Mm.
Yeah, she was actually supposed to have like just a brother, but the idea of her friends kind of in that same boat made it more related.
Yeah, I see that.
But see, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say but the problem was it's like her other friends each kind of have their own sibling relationship. Like you have the brother sister, you have the sister, you have the sister brother. You know, and it's like so having that twin relation just kind of makes things worse because like a twin has a friend whether or not they agree with it. A twin is a friend. They're not just a sibling, they're a friend.
Right.
And it's like being the older sibling without that friend, I feel is a little bit frustrating. Like, what do you think? Like, am I right or am I wrong?
I guess it maybe depends if like how good you can connect with them.
Right.
Considering probably like two separate stages of life.
Mm-hmm.
But it's true. Like I think a common misconception of like twins is that we do everything the same when like which can be true, but oftentimes it can be like you're two different people, and you're like put into this box of all right, y'all are twins, so y'all do everything the same, and y'all have the same likes, interest in this, but it's not. So then that can be frustrating in that instance where you're trying to like separate yourself from your twin, but it's hard to do that when everyone looks at a physical lens rather than like, oh, this is like what I like to do and stuff. So I think it can be frustrating from that perspective.
All right, yeah. You know what? I never understood the whole process of like dressing up like your twin sibling. Like, did any of you ever understand that, or is it just me?
I would not understand because I do not have a twin.
True that.
I mean, it just sounds like a thing two people do for fun.
Yeah, and I never thought of that as being fun. Like especially when it's like some kind of cute like overalls or something. I never understood like um the idea of you looking like your brother. Like it didn't occur to me. Now the idea of like twins having rhyming names or even like names that start with the same letter, I did like that idea. But I always thought that if like I had like twin kids, that I'd never want them to dress alike. I would never buy them the same outfits just because what enjoyment is that?
I mean, I can kind of see what you're saying. That kind of like the old back when I was growing up TV show Liv and Maddie. I mean, allegedly they were twins.
What the heck?
Yet they were two completely different people. One was a sports girl and one was a Hollywood actress.
Right.
So growing up, they both lived two very distinct, different lives. And yet they still did stuff for each other and did what they needed to do.
All right, so I'm gonna pause for a moment and want to give a shout out to one of our viewers, Stephen Friel, I believe it's Friel, Friel. How would you pronounce it? Do you guys know?
Wait, what's up? What happened? Friel.
Yeah.
Fri. Yeah, Frill, I think,
Yeah.
or Friel. So Frill.
So yeah, I do want to take this moment to give him a shout out because this is actually one of our number one fans here. This is one of Shiver and Fears' number one fan. He just purchased like 4 Shiver and Fear books.
Wow.
So that's amazing right there. Like I've never seen anyone more dedicated to Shiver and Fears.
Shout out to him, bro. Shout out to you. Appreciate the support.
What's his name? Steven?
Yeah, Steven.
Hey, shout out to Steven, bro. Shout out to Steven, bro.
Definitely. And so not only is he like just any kind of fan, he's a number one fan. So he actually knows how to solve coded messages. So for those of you who don't know, Shiver and Fears has a fan club where showing your dedication to Shiver and Fears in any sort of way, entering contests or showing your collection of Shiver and Fear books, gives you a chance to enter in the fan club, and all you have to do is just solve a code. Like Shiver and Fears has a code, and a lot of kids have entered in this contest, but only few have returned back with the correct answers. Right now, our fan club has 9 members.
Okay.
All right, so Steven's giving us a 100%. So that means that we're doing it. That means we're doing it right. But
nice.
Yeah. So right. So right now we have 9 members. Steven is one of them. We just had the Bookaversary party Saturday, and about 8 take away 3. 8 take away 3 is 5. So 5 club members had shown up to it. One of them brought their siblings, and then we had 2 extra special guests for the party. So I mean, it turned out pretty well. They did a scavenger hunt and had to figure out like who was the monster friend. We had some very interesting monster friends in the process. In fact, let me show you guys the monster friends that we had on our group chat. So I'll show the pictures of the monster friends we had. So we had this one right here.
Ooh. I like the color scheme on that one.
That's clean.
Yeah. This was one of our monster friends. This one I thought was pretty good. Like this one was pretty good. Like
that was clean too.
Yeah,
that reminds me of that one Disney movie, Dragon. I just can't remember the name of it right now.
American Dragon?
No, or I don't know what's the name, but no, I forgot.
Mulan or whatever? I know, I'm a lizard. I'll do that tongue thing.
Oh, Peach Dragon. That's what it looks like.
Okay, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. So this is Draco Mayer, and one of our club members actually made him. And the hobby that he likes to do is he likes to knit. So this is a monster who I thought should win the contest. Now, this monster right here, guys, like I to this day I still can't fathom his name. This is Skitty.
That's Skitty.
And it's like,
He skitters around.
well, I mean, like, what does he like to do? I think he likes to draw, if I recall.
Okay.
That's cool.
I think he likes to draw. And so, but the name itself kind of made me cringe because I was just like, that's a little bit awkward for me.
Well, I mean, it seems like it's skitters.
Yeah, I think it matches with it.
Okay.
I like the eyes are in the mouth. Like first you think the eyes are on top, but it's like no.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's how I
I
get shit.
never realized that. I never.
Yeah, it may like it's almost like it's faking you out type thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy. I never even thought about that. But yeah, so we had this one. We had this one. I think this was made by a club member as well. I forgot his name, but yeah, I think he's in the fan art collection.
Mhm.
I'll tell you this: we have a club member who made this one right here, and
Yo, that one's so sick.
I want to ask you: can you think of what his hobby might be?
Food.
Good try.
For-
Good try.
Reading.
No, good try. Good try. So this monster
Sports.
likes to tickle.
Okay.
Hobby?
With which appendage?
Yeah, where how?
Hey, every single appendage, I guess.
Well-
They just locked me over there.
Well, that's even
Well,
ridiculous.
let me tell you the story behind this. So
I'm kind of scared.
So the story behind this is that when they made this monster, they did not know the rules. So the original name of this monster was Nightmare,
Clearly.
and and its hobby was to give nightmares. But the rules state for the monster drawing contest is that they have to do friend related hobbies. They have to have friend related hobbies. So like.
Okay.
This one right here, this monster right here, it likes to eat fruit and nap. Like that's a totally perfect hobby for a monster. Like kind of boring, but like kind of dull. But like when I told him the rules, he did not change his image, but he was like he likes to tickle. His name is Ticklemare, and I was like,
Pickle mare.
okay.
As soon as you think you're sleeping, that's when he attacks.
What's the blue part? Is that part of him or
I
thought it
don't
was like his
know.
tail.
I don't know.
I just it gets cut off?
I always thought that was like its hair or something.
So for clarification, like
I mean,
is
it's like it. Oh, sorry. It's like it's a blue, and then you can see it go to the black down, so it kind of looks like his tail.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I did. That's actually pretty neat. So
Yeah.
well, like, for clarification, like does he tickle like other monsters or like humans?
Yeah,
Or
You know what?
who
That's
does
a
he
good
tickle?
question. I never asked.
Oh, okay.
I never asked. But yeah, then we have this monster
probably
here.
should.
I forgot what this monster likes to do, but his name is Tom.
very, very. It looks like a Tom to me.
Looks like he's about to go play golf.
Looks like he's about to sing from My Singing Monsters.
Low key, yeah.
I can see that.
So
I
he's
can
about
see
to faint.
that. Yeah. So for those of you guys who don't know,
Wow.
this is our monster here. This is one of our winners right here. This is one of our winners. And
I don't know, man.
I'm concerned on its friendly feature.
Yeah, this is a historical thing. This is not fake. This is not fiction.
All right, let's hear them out. What is their
so
friend factor?
this monster likes to heal people.
Right,
And
because he's a doctor, right?
right. And his name is Bubonic.
Bubonic.
the doctor.
Man, that's kind of sick though.
I mean,
I wonder. It's
Really
sick.
sick.
Yeah, definitely sick.
yeah.
Does Bubonic have any siblings by any chance?
Yeah,
You know
like maybe
what?
a twin. 'Cause I don't know the bubonic, but he's not a doctor.
Technically, he is a doctor.
Yeah, but like a different kind of doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
So,
No,
does
so
Bubonic have any siblings?
he doesn't have any siblings.
Right.
So then there's an imposter. Dun dun dun.
Probably so. But what's
Oh,
cool
that's
about
cousin.
But like, what's cool about it is like our other monster friend here.
Uh-oh.
Man, what was his name?
He's the light of my life.
Prometheus. Prometheus here. This is Prometheus. So Prometheus actually has a family.
He's a family?
Yes, he has a family.
Okay.
So let me show you Prometheus's family. So let me go down here and find, where is his family at? Oh, here it is. So here's his dad. This is his dad right here. All right. So let me show the audience his dad. His dad right here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's a pretty good image right
I
there.
got that Tom Hanks look going on.
And then like here's his mom. Yeah, so it's very interesting. So his hobby is he likes to start fires. Or no, he likes to teach people.
So he's an arsonist.
Well, he likes to teach people how to make fire. Like he doesn't like.
Okay.
Yeah, so
He's just an accessory.
He's an accomplice.
pretty much.
He's giving you the tools to set the fire, but not setting the fire himself.
Yeah, he's just a messenger. That's how it is.
Right, bro. I'm telling you. So I mean, he's a helpful friend. I mean, there's a video on it. Like he helps Boo, start a campfire.
Video?
Yeah, there's actually a video.
Now they have evidence. Now they got the evidence.
I don't know. It's just some of these characters.
I mean, he's very useful if someone's stranded in the woods.
Hey, I didn't vote
Cold
for him.
outside.
Like the fans love these monsters, man. I didn't.
Oh, for real.
them.
The fans love them.
Yeah, the fans love
Fan
them.
papers, Let's stick with fan papers. Bro, what's your problem?
I just never have an issue. I'm just curious.
What's you do? You said the monsters are,
The hobbies are interesting.
The audience love what they love.
I mean,
recreate the Katy Perry song.
Yeah. I was just curious. How does the voting process work?
So the voting process works. After we spend a whole month, which, by the way, the contest starts next month. So if any of you guys are interested in entering the contest, go ahead. But it's a 3-month process. So it's like we do the first month where we take in entries. Like we get all sorts of crazy monsters, and we even have a game on our website where like if you don't want to like draw a monster, you can make a monster. That's actually how one of our monsters won last year. Was they just made him, so it was like okay, and he won. And so anyway, but like the first month, which is going to be August this year, we're doing things a little differently. It's just the getting in entries, but then like the voting process, which is going to be in October, is each weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we present 2 monsters in front of the followers, and we basically say like, hey, which monster do you like best? Do you like this one or do you like this one? And there's a poll to go with it. And by the end of the day, whichever poll wins, that monster wins. And like we've had some pretty interesting winners. Like there are some winners who like I was like nobody's gonna vote for them because they just don't look right, and they've actually won.
And if they wanted to vote, where would they go to vote?
So we do it on TikTok, but we might do it on TikTok again this year. But we do it mostly on TikTok. We didn't do it on TikTok last year only because like the crowd was not active that year. Oops. Sorry, my bad.
I was just gonna explain that right now.
I didn't realize I cut myself off. So to answer your question, we do the voting process on TikTok. We did on Instagram last year because the TikTok crowd was like very weak. Like we send a monster in for a day and only get 2 votes. So we tried Instagram. But yeah,
TikTok
so like
crowd.
anyone can vote. So like you can go on TikTok yourself and vote. But yeah, the voting process is Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Okay.
And then we just narrow it down. So we have bro, what is that thing? What is that thing called? Where like in fantasy football, where it's like 2 go against each other and
Championship?
I think so. It's like some kind of winning process where it's like 2 go against each other. The winner comes out in some kind of bracket system.
Yeah, playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah, so we use that to narrow down the monsters.
It's just that they use a bracket system to narrow down winners, like the playoffs.
And yeah, so like we try to pick out like which monsters should go against each other. Like 2 monsters who like to eat people, which a lot of people would do that. I don't even know why.
Oh.
I know. Kids think that monsters are evil, bro. Kids think that monsters are evil, and I'm like, bro, monsters do not have to be evil.
To me.
But yeah,
as a
we
kid
try to
watching
match them
Goosebumps,
up with like
the monsters are kind of trying to eat the humans. You know what I mean?
True. And you know what's funny is like monsters don't really tend to show that they eat people. Like Monsters Inc., they scare people, but they don't eat people. All Real Monsters, they scare people, but they don't.
Oh yeah, behind the scenes, you know,
That's the profession though.
Monsters Inc. doesn't even.
That's just their job.
Oh yeah, true. But yeah,
Monsters
so like
Inc. is all about laughing nowadays.
Oh yeah, definitely for real, definitely that. But yeah, so like, man, I forgot what I was talking about. But anyway, so yeah, the
monsters eating people.
Oh yeah, so yeah, the bracket system, we just match up the best ones. I mean, like I'll admit, like there was one year that we had like 3 tacky looking monsters. We put them face to face, and we were like, okay. I mean, like, I never will insult a monster. I never will insult a monster. Like, a kid drawing skills can only go so far. So I'll put a monster against a monster and be like, hey, which one do you think is best? Like, do you think it's this one? Do you think it's the other one? And I'll try my best not to be so critical in thinking, because like, you know, like my nephew almost won that contest last year.
Hey.
And believe me, he was shocked. He was like, I didn't even put effort into this monster. And I was like, bro, people are loving your monster. You got that much drawing skills. Exactly. So that's what's up, bro. I'm telling you.
Well said.
Well, let's listen to this last chapter, have a discussion about the book, and then call it a wrap. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
So, what we have going on so far is that Agatha has pulled a prank on her sibling and her friend's sibling. It didn't work out well. Apparently, her brother knew. Yeah, I know. Her brother knew the prank and succeeded. So but the thing is, now the brothers are acting pretty weird. Now that they've been left alone, like, I mean, I forgot Agatha's friend's name, but apparently her brother brought in a bat her twin brothers are acting different than she's expected, and she's not understanding why. So we're going to move on. We're going to move up to chapter 10, and just kind of have a discussion on like what our thoughts are on this book.
Sounds good.
So let me pull it up because apparently something happened. But so yeah, chapter 10 kind of is the middle run of the story. So here it is. All right. So, thoughts, ideas, questions?
Sorry, I was muted. I think I was thinking about like scenes with that, like the cops, like when you walk into your home and there's like, oh, it's a police officer here. And I was gonna ask, like, I was gonna ask you, like, why'd you include that, or like in terms of just like the overall feel of this chapter, was that supposed to, make it more dramatic, higher stakes, like, how what was the goal for chapter 10 in terms of, the feeling of it?
Right, right. So, the one thing that like I noticed about like scary stories like, Goosebumps or Are You Afraid of the Dark and stuff like that is like kids always want to tell people like what's going on, and like they never believe them. Like they always want to be like, hey, let me call the cops, let me tell my parents, let me tell, my best friend or someone, and it's like they never believe them. And it's like you can sit there and be like, hey, something's going on, and it's like without proof, adults automatically say like it didn't happen. So like in chapter 9, Agatha was hearing voices, someone saying like, hey, help me, help me. And it's like she didn't know where it was coming from, but so it was like, what do you do in that situation? Like, what do you do when you hear someone needs help and you don't know what to do? It's like you call an emergency help, and so being told like someone's calling for help and then finding out like, hey, they're fine, is a bit of is a bit of a stress moment. I know that I called the police one time because there were two random kids crossing crossing the street to go to Walmart by themselves. And it's like me myself, I was like, I can't stop them because I'm an adult. Like me stopping kids from doing something, I feel like I don't know. I don't feel like that's a safe bet. So it's like I call the cops and be like, hey, there's these two kids crossing a busy street to go to Walmart. I did talk to them. They said that their parents allowed them to, but I don't feel like that's safe. I don't feel like that was a safe thing. And it was like I didn't feel like I could do anything because it's like if I were to tell them no, don't go to Walmart or walk them home or something, that would look suspicious to anybody.
It's fair.
But it's always a kind of situation that you have where it's like if you sense danger, you got to call somebody. You got to let somebody know.
Right.
So any other thoughts about the book, about character development, writing styles, or whatever?
I think it feels very natural.
Yeah.
So it's like, it doesn't feel like you're like rushing through too fast. Each chapter like has its own bit and like moment of like, clarity, or let's throw this, this part in for like trouble, or throw this part in for development. Like it's not just crumbled up into one big just mess. You can like just clearly see like what's happening here and there, and like each character gets their own time to either you know develop, or just be in the spotlight, even if it's a small amount of time. It's not just focused on one person. So overall, I would say like the book is just very well like balanced between each character. Time spent on different issues and character development, and you're not getting overwhelmed by like just plots. It's like a straight line. It's good.
I'm not perfectly sure, but I'm pretty sure it reminds me of the vibes from the Finance at Freddy's books that they've been releasing, horror-wise, where it builds up to that moment.
Mm. Yeah.
So I did like that.
Yeah, I gotta say, like the hardest part, or the two hardest parts about writing a Shiver and Fears book is that first chapter, because it's like that first chapter has to lead into something to get to chapter 2, but it's like it can't be like something scary. It can't be something scary happened already. You have to build that up. So it's like writing that first chapter is like one of the hardest parts, because it's like something has to happen to move to the next chapter, but it can't be something too serious, because you just started the story. You can't just jump into that. And then like the ending part for me is hard, because it's like there's an idea I have. Now I have to draw into it with the remaining chapters I have.
Right.
It's like, okay, if I'm in chapter 17 and I have an idea for a chapter or an ending, I have to figure out how to put that in 3 chapters where we're at now. And it's like sometimes it's like, how do you do that? It's like, because we're here, they need to be here. And like the story that I struggled with the most on that was Trapped in the Forgotten Library. That has to be the hardest book that I've written, because that ending was flat out imaginative. Like there was no ending to put within the 3 chapters that I had left.
Right.
I was like, there's no way. How in the world are these kids going to get out of the library and still have a twist within 3 chapters? So I had to go with a completely different ending, and it was like, it worked, but it was like, how did it work? Like, I've actually had people tell me like, that was a very interesting story, and I was like, wow, I literally just made that up right off the bat.
Yeah.
And then especially even what was that story called? Something about Halloween kids. Like, I had to make that in a month. That book had to be written by October. It was a Halloween book. So like, not only did I have to come up with the ending like right away, I had to make the whole story idea. And only had 30 days to do it, because I think I had to like finish it in September, write it in September, publish it in October. Or let me in fact, let me check that out. Let me look that up right now. Here, let me here, I'm gonna share it with everybody. But first, I'll kind of want to make sure that nothing is in the open.
Right.
Let's see, where in the world is it? I need to zoom in. Okay, I think no, that's not good. Okay, hopefully that works. I can't find the zoom in button. There we go. Okay. There we go. So let me share this with everybody. Where is it? I can't find it. Let me just share entire screen. And then let me go to here and show. Go on here and show. All right. So see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this book right here, this was published here, probably down here. See all details. Let me see all details. So yeah, this was published on Halloween day. So that means I was working on this all October long.
Mhm.
Just to make sure that it gets published on Halloween night. And what was crazy about it was this was actually a given contest. A kid was like supposed to. Oh yeah, that's what it was. So this was a given contest. So the contest was that a teacher got to choose which student with the best behavior got to be in a Shiver and Fears book. Like as you can see here, this name right here, Raby, I believe. Yeah, that's an actual kid. That's an actual kid who like was so good in school that he got to be in the holiday special Shiver and Fears.
He shot at him.
And so, but yeah, yeah, I actually had to work on that in a month, and it's like the story turned out good, but it was a total shock that I could even do something like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap that up. So if any of you are interested in a Shiver and Fears book, we'll be giving away Shiver and Fear books all day. In fact, I have to email a couple of number one fans to give them their email.
Yes, sir.
Their books. But last call. Anything you guys want to say before you head out?
I'll just say thanks to those who tuned in for the stream. I assume thank you for letting us be here. Support you and stuff. So it's been a cool experience.
Stay shivering.
Definitely. Well, all right, guys, we are going to sign out. So, hey, thank you for watching, and remember, chill out, because it's only been 14 years.
Hey.